What's up, guys? Before I get to the Spider-Man Far From Home set reviews, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at this set. For those of you who are wondering, there won't be endgame spoilers in this video, so you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, today I'll be doing a review of 40334 Avengers Tower. It comes with 211 parts and one minifigure, and came free with Marvel Superheroes purchases of $75 or more from Lego.com. Let's get right into it. The first and only minifigure is Tony Stark, and it seems that parts of his suit are in the process of coming on to him. He even comes with a helmet to complete this look, and I gotta say, it's really cool. The printing is really detailed on both the front and the back, and you can see the inner workings of his suit pretty well. Of course, you can even see the detailing of the muscles through his shirt underneath and the creases around the back. His legs are unprinted, which isn't bad, but it would have been cool to see some more parts of his suit on them as well. Back up to the helmet, which we've seen on several other Iron Man suits in the past, there's really nothing to point out here, as this is one of the most basic versions of the helmet that we've seen. Of course, you can open it up to reveal the newest Tony Stark head that LEGO's been using for about a year now. It has the heads-up display that I really like on the back, and does a really good job of representing Tony overall. The hair that comes with him is nothing special, but it looks good and at least they included it. In fact, he comes with this piece here to hold his helmet when he's not using it. When compared to the most similar Tony Stark that we've gotten in the past, we can see that, firstly, the hair color is different as well as the face, but also the actual shirt underneath has changed, as the lines are thinner and look more real. The arms are different colors as well, but of course the legs are exactly the same, since neither are printed. Back to just the figure from the set, I think it's really cool that we can get an Iron Man figure mid-transformation, and it's honestly something I didn't think we'd ever get, since it probably wouldn't fit as well in a regular set. But with a promo like this, it works pretty well, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, overall this is a really good figure, and a bit of a nice surprise after an endgame line that was so disappointing. This is one of my favorite figures of the year so far. Moving on, we've got the first of the two builds. Now, this Quinjet is technically part of the main build, but I wanted to take a look at it separately. Anyway, it's got a nice compact design using two of Star-Lord's guns to simulate wings, and a bucket handle for the tail. It's a bit chunky, but it's good enough. Next is the main build, which is the Avengers Tower itself. Up top, you've got some nice grilled slopes to represent the roof, and some transparent ones for windows. On the side, there's some Avengers logos and a clip for the Quinjet from earlier. You take this glass rod and use it like this to attach the ship. You can angle it however you want, and it does a nice job of simulating flight. Moving on, you've got these parts that stick out to form the classic Avengers Tower look, and some inverted curved slopes to ease the top into the base. The back has a lot of these nice semicircle walls that create the backbone of the build. The front uses wing pieces and a bunch of vents angled using clips to make that sloped look. Down at the very bottom, there's a ton more of these vents and a really cool circular stand. The stand has a spot on the side for Tony Stark and can actually be detached from the majority of the build. Now, the inside is really colorful, but that's not really much of a problem, and it helps create variety in your parts collection. Back to the exterior of the build, I think it looks really cool and stays that way even with a figure attached to the stand. Overall, it's nice and compact and is pretty well made for using only 200 parts. Before I wrap up, let's take a look at the extra pieces. There's actually not a lot here. A couple of cheese wedges, some 1x1s, and a bucket handle. Not the best spare parts, but not the worst either. Overall, this set is really good. It's a nice collector's item and was definitely worth the $75 of Marvel sets I had to buy to get it, especially since the Far From Home sets were out during that deal. Because of that, I was able to spend just a little extra and get two of these, so I could keep one in the box. Anyway, aside from being worth the price, it's also really good for display, with a simple but detailed look that makes it stand out from other free-with-purchase sets. I'll eventually test its accuracy in an Are They Accurate video for promotionals, and we'll see how it holds up then. Before you go, be sure to check out my friend MichaelBricks, cause why not? He makes some pretty good mocks, and I'll link it in the description. Anyway, that's it. Like this video if you want to see more like it in the future, and feel free to subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks, guys.